Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to BeoTalk 224. Everybody's back. Yay! Henrik has beautiful pictures on his phone that he'll wave by, apparently.
You can do that like a screensaver thing, just go for the corner.
I could actually make the background black and do that.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's doing well. If you haven't yet, like and subscribe. Super Chat guarantees an answer to your question and our topic. We have the good people of Skinny Play that I'll put in the chat, and come join the Discord. And other than that, how's everybody's vacation been?
Oh, I wouldn't call this a vacation at all. I've been packing insane everything. So my container's gone, everything's gone. Now I just got this mess behind me that I gotta pack up, and I'm driving out tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock.
So is your container already in the US?
No, container's here. I still gotta call it in so my mom can go in, and there's a couple leftover things that she's gonna toss it into it. And then the container comes once I get across the border, and I set up, once I set up spot somewhere finally, that's when I'll bring it over. So,
all right,
it's gonna be Airbnb for a month. Just like literally across the street from the shop, I found a place. So
sweet.
I'm gonna buy me one of those electric scooters and fucking me. I guess because they don't really make any noise. I'll make my own, and I'll be busting it into the shop. It'll be fun. But that's still 3,000 miles or 5,000 kilometers away that I gotta drive through.
So is it really a block, or is it because a block you could just walk, right?
No, it's a few blocks. I could, you could walk it, but not at that heat. Like I've done this kind of walking, but by the time you get where you go, and you basically look like you took a shower. So, especially I'm not accustomed to these kind of temperatures yet, right? You saw the first fucking Sunday.
Yeah.
I was
profusely sweating.
Oh God, it was so bad. It was hot. It was so hot. And then it didn't stop, and it's the same hot, right? I just checked now. It's 32 or 34. Then it goes to 29 overnight. Ooh.
Yeah.
Put your jackets on, people. And then back to the scorcher. So, but I'm done with the winters, so I'm not complaining. I checked that out already. So.
All right, Henrik, how was your vacation?
Not as it used to be. I didn't dance on any tables and stayed out till 5 in the morning. It was like...
You woke up at 5 in the morning now because
Exactly.
Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
It was a theme park vacation and visiting a lot of family. I think I've been driving a lot, but I guess that if I say how long I've been driving, Willie's just gonna say...
I would say the same, Henry, but no. We're not even close.
I think we drove around 1,700 kilometers.
That's a lot with the kid in the back seat, though.
Yeah. But the longest trip was from Copenhagen to Göteborg, and that was like three and a half hours.
Exactly. You mean 3 days? No, 3 hours. That's nothing.
So yeah, I mean, it was a nice vacation.
Did you end up accidentally buying another shape?
Nope. But I actually drove through Skor. But I didn't go in and say I'm back. I just
You're banned. It's a picture of you in the. Yeah.
It was a nice vacation. We got really charged up the batteries, and it was nice. We had a few summer residences where we stayed at, and one place was like this camping place where we had like this cabin with the bathroom and
that's the most important thing when you go camping is having
your
own bathroom.
I had my own bathroom and shower and stuff, but it was a very nice cabin, and right side out the door there was a a playground, and there was a water park as well. So Hamilton was just like crazy. I mean, he really loves water. So that was kind of fun.
All kids do, yeah, especially that age. Yeah.
He went on slides and stuff. So yeah, it was a very good vacation, but it's also nice to be back.
But which water park was it? Was it LaLandia?
We went to LaLandia, yes, and another camping site south from Aarhus, which was very, very small and cozy, but it was very nice. Yeah, so it was very good. Good vacation. Charged the batteries, and now we're back, baby.
Ready for all the new launches and things.
Yes. Then I'm traveling to Amsterdam pretty soon.
It's for work, I take it, not for pleasure.
No, work. I think I'm leaving on the 8th or something. 8th of September.
All right. Well,
But you're not driving then, you're train or flight?
No, I'll take a plane.
Yeah.
well, if you have time to meet up, let me know. We'll come to
I will.
That's fine.
I don't think I do have the time because I'm coming Thursday night, and I should have been there until Sunday, but I'm leaving Saturday to go home again. So it will be a quick in and out, but I will let you know.
Nice. Well, if you want to walk up a church tower like Steve did when he was here 2 days ago, I'll have you do that.
Yeah,
you
I'll
guys
let
met?
you know.
Yeah.
So,
Steve came over with the whole family and everything, and
Oh, nice.
he's currently in Amsterdam, still enjoying the weather, but it's like Florida weather at the moment. It's not extremely hot, but it's so humid.
Steve, go get a cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Leave your kids at home.
Yeah.
That's right. With some brownies.
Yeah, well, some have good recipes.
Right.
Some are better.
So I've been out for like 4 weeks or so, maybe 5 weeks. So what have happened? Let me know. Fill me in.
Well, as you know, B&O is
Do it in a theater way.
As you know, B&O is a like a secret layer of secrets that nobody can ever know before anything ever happens. So they decide to post stuff that's not meant for posting. So that's always fun.
Yeah, but also like putting all the secrets in a very safe, and then give you the code for it.
Yeah, cool.
Accidentally.
I can't remember a product launch where B&O hasn't leaked their own pictures beforehand. For like, I can't even.
Probably like all the way back to 9,000 when there was no internet.
Probably. It's just crazy.
I mean, you had to have like actual film camera to take pictures with, and it wasn't so common that everybody had.
The level and the balance
lenses.
were leaked, but they were leaked like a year and a half in advance or something like that.
At least.
Yeah.
But I
So
guess
what's
that
leaking
was
now?
long enough that people didn't really know what they were looking at.
And the 28 was leaked.
Yeah.
The Eclipse was leaked. The
50s
Harmony
were
was
leaked.
leaked. The stage
50s were leaked. The funniest 50s were leaked through the freaking software update in the TVs. That was epic.
Yeah. You got
That was the best leak. That was my favorite leak, I gotta say.
And those
Yeah,
are my
you got
favorite
the
leaks too,
outline of the speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. Update
That's my
TV.
favorite.
Wait, so were
What's
the
up?
90s weren't leaked, right?
I don't think the 90s was leaked. That's the last product that they actually launched without leaking any pictures.
Mm-hmm. It was shown on the concepts of it were shown on dealer meeting back in 2015.
But nothing was leaked there, right?
No,
I don't think
No.
it was leaked.
No. They were
not
kind of
2015. What the fuck am I talking about? 2013. 13,
least
14. 'cause-
15.
Yeah, nearly 10 years ago.
Jesus Lord, eh? Yeah, the time flies, man. We're just getting older. Kids are growing up. That's all there is. It's a constant reminder of how old you're getting is having a child. They're just going up,
or
and you're just going old.
students.
You're one day closer to the casket.
Working as a teacher and having students that you have them for 3 years, and those 3 years goes fast, man.
It goes so fast.
Yeah.
What's the oldest kids that you would have that would know you? Like, how long have you been teaching for? Do it.
I guess the
Don't
first
forget Eric is like 22.
batch of
so-
students were born 2001, 2002 or something.
Oh, so they're like 10-year-olds now.
They're 20. Yeah, they were 8 when I started with some classes, but now I had them later. And at my school, we had them from like 15, 16 to like 19, 20. So
now they're adults, basically.
indeed, so
That's crazy. They look at you like Mr. Teacher and shit.
Yeah.
Since I decided to not give much of a hoot anymore, and this is the picture that BeoTalk leaked. I mean,
Oh my god, my eyes.
Oh, take it away! It leaks.
It leaks in my eyes.
But,
I like it.
Yeah, we're about a week away or so of the initial sort of launches and things. There will be this thing at the IFA that I heard through the grapevine that will be in a sort of Beo home type thing in a private room. So I'm not sure who's invited for all that, but they will see it.
Not us.
And no doubt somebody will come in there with a picture or with a camera phone, or I don't know if Google Glasses are still a thing.
Have the little camera pen and shit.
Yeah, camera pen. Yeah.
I mean, but all in all, I think it looks good. I just really wonder about the pricing.
I think the floor stand looks a bit too bulky.
I like it.
Remind me of something from Apple with their kind of screen design.
It looks
It
like
does have a very Apple-esque monitor look.
it looks like the iMac, the old iMac 24-inch.
Yeah.
Well, don't all the designers for B&O now wear black turtlenex and stuff?
And then
But
the
iMac is still
keynote
timeless,
speaker will
so-
say, "I have one more thing."
I like it though. I do like
Yeah.
that
You
TV.
could almost say that Apple imitates Olufsen from,
I just wonder
MX
what's that
had
in the middle.
chin.
I wonder what's that in the middle. Yeah, like you see on the grill, is that like a blemish or is it a driver reflecting?
Well, if we had the technology, we could zoom in.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Tickle it.
somehow the Discord app doesn't allow that on PC, but it does on your phone.
To zoom in.
Yeah.
Just go like that to your monitor.
I don't use Apple, so I can't.
But yeah, I wonder what that is.
It looks
What if it's
metallic if you zoom in.
Yeah, what if it's a hidden acoustic lens?
Maybe,
Nah,
but I doubt it.
nah, I don't think so. No.
I think it's pretty
mean-
much you get it as you see it.
I think the acoustic lens has kind of their technology with compensating and pointing speakers in every direction has made the acoustic lens kind of obsolete. You don't need it. I mean, the Beolab 28s don't have
Oh, but they got
acoustic
drivers
lens, but-
firing every direction, right? More or less,
exactly,
or-
and they
so-
have control over that compared to now. So I guess
Maybe
you don't
we're
need
reaching
it.
the end of acoustic lens technology.
Yeah.
I still think it has its place in time, and I think it's got a very good
It's
place
a kind of
in
cheap way. I mean,
in cars.
Yeah, but still, it's a cheap way for Beosound 1 or 2. It's a great way for spreading the sound everywhere. So that's a cool technology, but now with they know how to do everything by software, so why not just integrate it?
I'm not sure that's better necessarily.
I don't think it is, but I think that it is better for when you're standing in front of it, not for like when you're around it. Like that's where the acoustic lens shines in my eyes more than, or ears, I guess, than the direct or wide technology that is used by the either 50s, 90s, or 50s are a little different.
There has
Because
only
50s still
been
do.
one TV with the acoustic lens and 2 sound bars.
Speaking of
The
TVs with
Beolab
acoustic
camera.
lens, my mom's BB9 center channel died.
Oh,
Feels bad because I'm sitting there watching, doing something in the kitchen, and like I'm listening to the TV, right? Because she's watching the TV, and you can hear all the effects and shit, right, from the 8000s just blaring, and then there's no dialogue, right? Because it's so low because it's the effect, it's not the actual center channels cut. Like fuck's sakes. So I don't know if I'm gonna have time, but I'm gonna have to take it apart. Take the TV apart today.
But tonight you're driving out tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, but I gotta take the I'm gonna take the TV out and see if I can revive it. If it's just the tweeter that needs to be unplugged and replugged, because that happened a couple times. But if it's the actual amplifier chassis, then I gotta take the amp out and have Nick send it out to Brad to get it fixed, and then he's gonna have to install it when he comes back here.
Right, that makes sense.
So.
Oh, some of our Discord members, by the way, went to the B&O, what you call it? The meeting for people with shares. And that was kind of interesting, the pictures that came out of that. Because there were basically what looks like a prototype of that Balenciaga handbag.
Mm-hmm.
Amongst others.
That is that bag, isn't it?
Yeah. But this is the unfinished one by the looks of things, because it's not engraved and...
Mm-hmm.
But also, where was it? Here. Oh. You see how it's milled out of one piece of metal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it is such an ugly product.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it either, and
I admire the tech and the length of that they had gone to create it. Yes, I'm not the. It reminds me of an iron, literally like a.
yeah,
like
an
a-
old-fashioned.
Yeah, like that's what it reminds me of, and I'm not a particular fan of it, but you know what? If you got a fucking money, then I'd be buying it.
You would?
Yeah, why not? I'll put it on my yacht somewhere and on a shelf
Yeah.
for nobody to touch.
I think it's probably the worst looking product that I've ever seen from Bang & Olufsen.
I'm still mostly amazed. It's just an A1 sort of glued in there.
Hey, what's your G words there? It's not. It's properly attached.
But on the
But then-
inside, you literally see the rounding of the A1 on the inside of the bag.
Somebody
You
sat
can
on
see
it.
it, yeah.
Where's the...
Somebody sat on it though. That's just not supposed to be there.
I mean, here you can, in this picture, it may not come up super big on your screen, but you can literally see the rounding of the A1.
So what's your point, Mikey?
It will probably go into your B&O app as well as an A1, as a picture of an A1.
Oh, that'd be a feel bad like a motherfucker, man. 8,600 euros, and you gotta look at a burger.
Yep.
And the burger's your purse.
That's right.
I mean, but...
Meh. That's the Berluti nonsense.
Yeah, your favorite, we know.
These are cool.
Yeah, I like the
See,
orange
that's
one.
where is this shit from?
Sure, I think the meeting for the stock shareholders. And if you have one share, you're welcome already. So it's not like you need to invest like a few grand. If you have one or more shares, you can go there.
I have a bunch of
They
them.
should do more
Maybe.
wood finishes for the shape.
Nah, I think 1 or 2 is plenty.
What do you mean 1 or 2? They should have the wood in the entire
They have
portfolio that
walnut
matches.
or smoked oak, right?
Yeah, why not walnut?
I think
There
just
is none.
regular oak is just.
No,
It
they
has
only got
more.
one. They only got smoked oak. There's no other color for the wood.
No, so maybe just normal oak that we have in picture here. Otherwise, I mean, don't have anything else to complement it. So when just have
The walnut?
one.
Some of these anodizing colors are quite nice, I must say.
Yeah.
Mm.
Some kind of
I like
space
the
gray.
bottom right.
I do
Like
too.
this
Yeah.
gunmetal
Yeah.
look to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gunmetal
I do
and
too.
a space gray. Yeah. Very
And
nice.
then Henrik's favorite
Not a fan
product
of
that
the
would
yellow
never ever
nonsense.
die.
Oh, that's
That
cool.
actually looks quite sick.
Is it
I really
cork
like
or-
that.
I dig that. Is it wood?
Mhm.
Laminate, I think, but
Okay.
yeah.
Laminate to cork or something.
It wouldn't make sense to do a sturdy speakers and then put wood on it, but I mean, it looks kind of sick. I would love if it was the black version with that wood.
Mm-hmm.
That would look amazing.
I mean,
It
at least
has
with
some
wood, if you
reminiscence of-
dent it with steam, you can undent it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
I should. I do have a printer for laminating stuff and all these kind of things. I could do it with mine.
Yeah.
Steve's going to buy some shares.
One
much is a
share of
share?
B&O is something like €13, I think. Something like that.
And then
Oh,
in a
you can-
year, it will be like €2. So just amazing.
Yeah.
That looks. I really, really like that.
Mm.
It had some kind of version of Beolab 50s to it. Kind of the bulkiness and yet.
Hmm?
What are
other-
these
yeah.
different woods? Or
Or
that's
the
just
Harmony.
That is probably the black tuxedo edition.
The best one.
And a golden black,
Yeah.
which is also kind of cool.
It is.
Send it to me.
Oh, it's 16.86 kroner, one share. So that's what?
€2.
€3 or something?
Two.
Yeah, it's nothing. You can buy like
Yeah, it's funny. It's a
Thousand.
B and O. B on the left and O on the right.
I really like the gold version, but you need a Dubai home to put it in my opinion.
Well,
But it
Willie
looks
and I
amazing.
are going to live in Florida. There's definitely places where gold would work.
Oh yeah.
We can just live in those kitschy areas. Where you still have like a mirror on the ceiling of your bedroom, right?
Have you figured out when to move, Mikey?
No, this place needs to sell first. This is going to go on the market next week.
Okay.
So hopefully February or so next year.
All right.
Yeah.
But
What does that mean with the channel? Because then we'll be in totally different time zones, everybody.
Nothing really, other than it will be out of service for a while.
Sure.
I mean, but that shouldn't be more than like 3 weeks, depending on if my computer comes with it as hand luggage or not, and how the internet is and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But if you buy a house in the US, closing time, so when you offer and then get the keys, is a lot shorter than it's here.
Mm.
Oh
Like
fuck, it's 2
a
weeks.
normal time is between 2 weeks and a month.
Wow.
2 weeks usually is if you got every paper on the line, it's 2 weeks.
Well, that wouldn't be my problem. I just need to pay them in 2 weeks at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That level looks awful.
I was just saying the other way. It looks cool.
I'm not sure. I'm just appreciating that they can actually do different colors
It
than the
actually
standard
looks like.
ones.
Have you seen the old JBL kind of speakers that they had? They had this kind of weird texture to it in this kind of orange.
Yeah.
very 70s.
That's
Yeah.
sort of square,
It has that
blocky
kind of-
design.
Yeah. So it has that kind of 60s, 70s orange.
Definitely 70s,
Design to
yes. But
Yeah.
gold tone and orange.
But is it gold? Isn't it? Is wood? Or
Yeah,
is
but
it
it's gold tone level with orange, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some designers should just sit down and say, nope, we can't do that. But
Dude,
What if
everything
this
was
is a
done.
leftover from a customer that just asked for it? Because most of this is bespoke department.
But then B&O should have the balls to say that this is a very stupid idea, sweet customer.
Yeah, that's the reason why I can't
You know
do
what?
Bespoke, because they
If you
always say
pay
no
enough,
to my...
who cares?
Yeah, get it off the screen. Get an next one going on. Enough of this. It reminds me of a match use. Oh my god, that is awful. That is.
Yeah.
If you ever wondered how to fuck up a Beosound 2,
But
That's
look
the
behind
Williams
it.
Racing thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but look
Yeah.
behind it.
Yeah, the
Look at the
pictures
28s.
we'll get to that.
she's not wearing a bra. That's what that is. That's what I'm looking behind.
Cold day, just happy to see me. Yeah.
That's right.
I just got
What is this? Bronstone?
a text back from my dealer regarding my Halo,
Yeah.
and he sent in both of the Halos, and they said it was within the tolerance of a Halo.
Of course it is.
So now he's gonna try something else. But yep,
Wait,
they
so
said
B&O
that
officially said they are supposed to rattle?
they told me that they were not. You're not supposed to do like this with it. It's a remote, not a wrangle.
Yeah, but if you walk with it, you hear it.
Yes, and that is within the tolerance, they say.
I mean, I understand
was-
that if you like Eric's thing, if you do like that, you're not supposed to do it. But with the Halo, if you just walk like that with it, you hear it rattle.
Yes.
I mean, ask for one of these, maybe. These ones look quite nice. This high gloss black with the oak.
Sure. I just don't like that the logo is not centered.
I know. That
Looks
bothers the
cheap.
shit out of me.
But it's
Yeah.
not centered on the normal one
Any of them.
anyway.
No. But when you do that contrasty thing that they do right here,
Yeah.
Pops it right
then
out.
It's very noticeable.
it's very noticeable. But on the other ones, I mean,
You
on the
barely
other
know.
ones, you don't really look at it.
No. It doesn't get to be that display. You see
No.
it in your eyes. Oh.
No, you don't really notice it on
No.
the other ones.
No. I don't like that. That they just didn't center it. I wonder what the purpose of it is, or
I
what
think it's the
behind
sensor behind it. And the sensor is like offset to the logo. And if you put the logo in front of the sensor, then you have that sort of opaque plastic in front of the sensor. Because otherwise it's pretty see-through.
I really like that they're working with oak and all this stuff, and I really appreciate it. I just, when I look at this right now, it looks like a half-finished product, and I don't know why.
Yeah, the wood doesn't look good on this.
Nope. Maybe
because
if it was dark wood.
Mm-hmm. It looks like it hasn't. It looks like it needs to be finished sanding.
Yeah, I agree. I really
I don't know
like
why.
it.
Maybe that's why it looks the way, because it's not finished. Maybe.
Speaking of that, this is what Mr. E. Mayans on the forum did himself, and I think he preempted B&O.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It looks even nicer.
This was from a few months ago, and this is DIY'd at home.
But that
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good one, sir.
and
You outdid
it does-
B&O.
Is
It doesn't look cheap. I
theater
mean,
in behind?
I would definitely go with a bit darker wood than this, but I mean, it looks better than I mean, the ones you just showed, Mikey, looks like veneer
Mm-hmm.
that they just plastered on and then said, "Okay, it's done." This actually looks exclusive, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Maybe it's because of the texture in the wood. I
It's
don't
the
know.
wood texture that really makes the difference.
Yep.
That's the only thing that really is in there that makes the difference.
It kind of has a Beer Vision 14 thing to it.
Agreed.
It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
nice balance between aluminium, black, and display, and wood for it. So yeah.
It looks better. This I kind of like. I would still want it a little bit darker, but that's just a personal opinion.
Yeah, no, that
It
makes
almost
sense.
blends in too well here.
Yeah, I mean, on that table, the contrast just sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It should be on something else, but I mean, great job. Who did this?
Mr. E. Mayans on the Discords.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
He started playing with it, and Oh, here. This is why the color is the way it is, because he matched it to his normal alu level with the oak.
It looks very nice. Good match.
I like it.
Sometimes DIYers do it better than B&O does.
Yeah, I've seen it before, so yeah, sadly.
Or maybe B&O just stole your idea, so sue him. Send a cease and desist letter.
It looks
but
good.
they haven't done it or released it yet, so it's in prototype phase or something.
Well, it's bespoke,
order?
right? Yeah,
like
you can order
order?
bespoke. You can order just about anything bespoke.
The carbon one is the one they use for the Williams, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
mean,
I don't like the wooden remotes.
I'm just going to harp on, like, if the bespoke can do something, I want the bend out of it.
That's funny.
Like, could you,
If
like,
there-
make this just straight like that?
If there were a carbon fiber version of this, would you buy it?
No.
Depending on price.
I like
would get the
carbon
wood one.
fiber on cars. I think when you put it into your home like this, it looks a bit cheap.
Yeah, but people are that way, that you like the material.
You know what,
like
though?
How it look.
You would
like
buy a carbon
materials.
fiber remote if you had whatever level or something in the garage, and it's a garage remote.
Sure.
But
That's,
if it's,
I
that's
like the
where I would
texture
see
of it.
that.
but if they go
I mean,
like this chassis by itself is €800, then yeah, no.
I mean, I know the guy who does alloy, not alloy, but wheels for Koenigsegg, and they do it in carbon as well, and he did a vase. So I mean, sure.
Yeah, I have it on my shed and I bring it everywhere I go. So I mean, I like it.
Why is
But,
there a
yeah.
bend in the middle of the Beo Remote 1? I honestly think that the only logical reason that there is behind it, other than the ergonomics, is also you minimize the point of contact on a surface, so it only sits on just a little bit and here, and that's it.
Yeah, but also like
So-
supposedly that it rests in your hand flat.
It does, man. It's just so much better than a BO4. The straight bullshit. Like, I like this little bend here. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I like it. I have no problems with it. So
I don't like the bend. It's awful.
I like the bend. I think design-wise, it looks amazing.
It
Yeah,
looks
me too.
fine. Practically, it's shite if it's on a table.
No,
I can't
thought
believe
nice.
they disrespected a walnut remote with a Netflix freaking chassis in it.
It's
for God's sake.
It's easier to pick up when it's on the table because it has
Yeah.
that bend.
That's right.
can I just ask here, the one in the middle here,
Yeah,
what would you say the color of it is?
it'd be like dark bronze.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It looks
I
a
like
bit.
Eric's fucked now. He's not gonna sleep anymore.
But I like it.
He's got 5 remotes he'll never have right in his face.
There we go.
Oh, that red and black is cool, actually. The 28s. I like it. Even the white ones are awesome, too. I actually like all of it. Maybe not the one on the very left. That's a little too far for me. That's a little too LGBTQ.
I only like the one on the right.
With the wood?
I personally like
don't-
the white, and the orange is okay. The white I really like.
Is it orange? I thought it was red. Well, I don't like the orange. I like the red.
But you kind of have to like the orange because you're
I
from the Netherlands
think-
or Dutch.
I think the white ones look cheap.
I think it's very cool. It's a very, very contrast. Almost
Yep.
too much of contrast.
Not for me.
The aluminium and the white would look even better, maybe. But yeah, it's a very contrast. But depending on your home and setup,
Mhm.
would look nice. But
It's
yeah,
all
a
decor,
very-
man. It's all about the decor at that point.
It's cool that they're able to do this, and you're actually able to just order it as you want. I really, really like that. But
Mhm.
some are more
The
good
matte black
than others.
covers for it, it's even better, I think.
God,
have
that's going to be
completely
so
dark
dark.
ones. Yeah, Yeah, but I mean, it's so sleek, so it almost very stealth looking if you have speakers, especially with that sound. You have a very thin speaker that you cannot forget about it, especially if you have like me in a dark room or theater room. The speakers completely disappear into the wall almost. And the sound it makes, you get surprised every time. It's a very cool feeling.
So did they
So in
turn
that
them
sense-
on somewhere else and then unplug them whilst playing? Because that's sort of
I
what
think-
it looks like. I can't see any cables here at all.
I think
Oh, yeah.
you just press the forward and backward at the same time, and then they open and pull the plug.
Or just do this, I guess.
Or you just do this.
Yeah. If the summer intern leaked the pictures
Spread
of
'em.
the same people. Yeah.
But I like these colors. It's also nice to know that they actually have some samples that you can look at now. Finally,
But this kind of shows that Beo released so few samples of different types of wood and fabrics that just when it released some color, we're like, oh yes, we like it, we like them. Just more opportunity for us to get
it's
something.
kind of weird, right? Like 2 years ago, every 6 months, if not 3, you got a new color for something, and we haven't been getting that for the last year and a bit.
That's true.
I just don't like that they, they have the immense ability to do whatever colors, everything, right?
Yeah.
Yet they choose the most boring ones for their portfolio.
Well, boring is safe. The same kind of thing with cars.
But like, you know what? I would disagree
They
with
have
that.
done
Like,
bronze and aluminium and rose gold
no.
and gold. Yet people tend to get, when they have that expensive TV, they go for aluminium. Same thing with cars. You get silver, metal, or something like that, black, white. You don't
I think I'm
get
gonna buy the 28s as soon as I can when I get to
amazing
when I
speaker,
get to
yeah.
Miami. Fucking set them up in the Airbnb.
Are you top floor, ground floor, somewhere in between?
It's a house, so I'm not bringing 28s there. But as soon as I get to rent something, I'm buying a set immediately. And I'm gonna go to boring ass colors, but hopefully I'll be able to order me the walnut lamellas instead of the wood oak or smoked
Something
oak
to
or
match
whatever.
the rest of the speakers, yeah.
So I match the rest of the speakers when they come, and I'm really hoping that I'll sell a pair of 90s as soon as my 90s get there, so I can whittle in the oak panels out, because I have 2 extra oak panels now.
But I guess
What?
even though which kind of house design you get, you will still have the same kind of interior design that you had before, right? That's kind of your way.
I'm going for that kind of look, yeah. I'm not sure where to go. Like, do I because there's a whole bunch of apartments that you can rent and the ocean view, right? But then there's a point that people have, like, yeah, you got the ocean view, but then you get fucking dark at night because there is nothing other than Atlantic Ocean, right? Like, there is nothing, man. The other side, at least you have downtown or like streets and lights and
Something to look at, yeah.
something to look at when you're sitting outside smoking a stogie on a balcony instead of just like into the dark abyss of emptiness.
I'll wave at
So-
you. Like, hello.
That's right. So yeah, I don't know, but the Florida has a little bit of a goofy rules that you have to be employed for at least you have to at least have 2 or 3 paychecks, right? So at least you have to 3 months employment, and the rent usually cannot exceed. You have to make 3 times the rent, basically.
So 2
So it's-
paychecks and 3 rents. Then
No,
you're
3 times. So you have to be paid a month 3 times what your rent costs in order to
then
be
you
able to
are
qualify.
officially in Florida. Yeah.
So
What do you call a person that lives in Florida? Just Florida person
Floridian.
or just Floridian?
Yeah.
Floridian.
Well, Florida person works.
Yeah.
be a Floridite.
Floridian.
I'll be Floridian.
Floridian
in-
slip, yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun times, man. Hallandale is a nice area.
especially now since the winter is coming here in the Nordic countries. Yeah.
Feels
Always
bad,
in the middle
doesn't
of
it?
September. I'm
And all
always
you guys are
looking at
gonna
places.
walk around going, "Oh, brains again."
For
I
me, it's more
cannot
like
wait to just laugh at y'all
vacation house in Spain.
in the winter.
Vacation house in Spain. That's kind of mode I'm in from September to March or April or something. Yeah.
So yeah, Miami dude. If you want, come by the B&O store in Hallandale. I'll be there September 1. It opens, so officially. I wonder how far they've gotten with the build, and how far did they get with the setup. Or like when I get there, I'll be more or less sitting on everything. I still have to program my mom's gateway though. For fuck's sakes, I have so much work, dude.
God, you left a lot to the last moment.
Not even a lot. Like it's well, I have the gateway set up, everything set up. I just need to pair the products and do a couple macros on
Oh,
it. That's
that
it.
thing you do in like 10 minutes before you leave tomorrow morning.
Pretty much. And yeah, so
And how you settle the macros properly. I mean, that thing that took you hours to just connect to the other day on Monday.
well, I didn't. Everything's good. I just gotta pair it now to the gateway because I haven't had a chance. Like it's been a fucking blur of packing and loading the container for last.
Oh, I see. No, your bed is packed as well. Like that's a different bed behind you.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's my mom, whatever my mom bought for like a guest bedroom here, so it's a queen thing. But yeah, that's all packed. Everything's gone. Like everything's gone out of here, other than like a fucking suitcase here full of clothes, and hopefully all fits in the goddamn trunk. And I made sure that I took out the Beolab 90s microphone for my container. I didn't pack that. I'm taking it with because I don't know if they have one extra or not.
Are the table lamps that look like the 90s even packed? Because I don't see them.
Oh yeah, everything's packed, dude.
Yeah.
Everything's in the boxes.
Oh yeah,
No, they
Henrik.
might
In
have said
case you
that,
didn't
isn't
know,
it?
that also happened while you were gone. The tuning microphone for the 50s and 90s is no longer available.
What?
Yeah, supply chain issues. You can't order one anymore. So if you're a shop and you sold your last one, then tough.
Your SOL, yeah. That's why I'm bringing mine over.
So if a dealer sells a pair, then you can't calibrate them?
With
If
the
they
dealer
don't have a microphone, then
yeah.
If the dealer sold his mic, then he's out of luck.
Hopefully all dealers have a microphone.
That's kind of what
Yeah.
I've heard. The idea was,
Yeah.
but that's
Otherwise,
something.
I have one.
I
I'll
honestly
sell it for
wonder what if
$1,000
you took the microphone from the Avant and just figure out the pin out and just terminate it to RJ45.
But is it the
I'm
same
not
frequency
sure.
response?
I'm not sure it's the same type of microphone, but maybe it is.
Yeah, fair enough, because you have to have the exact same one, right?
Yeah.
They use. That's
So,
so sad that they just like it's disco now.
but
yeah, that's why
I mean, your
I'm
dealer
bringing it.
may have one, but like Beo Josh in North Carolina, if he gets in new furniture and stuff, and he calls his dealer, and it's like, I would like to have my 50s retuned, and they say,
I
"Oh, it'll be
almost
$2.5
think
grand,
that-
please," because
Yeah,
we have
but
to
I
fly
almost
to
think
you.
The people, if you have like a forum for 50s and 90s, that people would still send their mics to each other just to make calibration and then send them back.
No, if
Yeah,
I
but
had
what do you do
to,
as a store? What do you do, like a $5,000 deposit, so you make sure that you get it back? What if somebody
How
doesn't
much
give a
does it
fuck and
cost?
say,
How much did it cost, or does it cost new?
I have no idea.
it was like
Because mine
150 euro new.
Mine came with the 90s, so I have no idea.
So
Yeah, but that was only in the beginning that they came with the speakers. Then they took it out. It's like buying a printer. You don't get a USB cable either.
You know what's messed up though? Like they came out with the 90s and they gave you that fucking microphone, but it wouldn't work for like a year after because the software wasn't ready yet, right? Because they had the XLR cable calibration board, whatever the heck it was. Like it's just ridiculous.
classic Beo.
But isn't
Yeah.
that the same with the Eclipse?
Word.
Yeah, nothing worked for that one. But yeah,
But the-
I think
what,
Henrik
the
is
microphone?
sitting
Or
up.
let's talk about the DPL ports.
For future use.
Yeah,
What future?
We're not in it yet, bro.
disgusting.
I don't know if
That
the
whole
DPL will
screw
ever
down.
happen, to be honest. Other than like it's between the 50s and 90s that they talk together, but it's more or less network than anything. Wouldn't that what the digital power link is? It's just digital.
They said that it was for some future use for maybe some audio thing, and they haven't really got around to it, I
Nope.
think.
Something that we'll see 15 years from now in the Struer Museum. Like, oh, remember how this was about to come out and then the tech changed? Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, and then we didn't do it.
hmm Just like those big reel-to-reel players that they've had product was completely finished and then the cassette tapes came out or CDs or something and completely killed that industry. I think it was cassettes. Since Struer, that there was a story to one of those. I forget what BeoCord number it is, but this particular one, like it was the most advanced one.
And then
And
just
dude, like with a saw, just cut the line. That's it, done.
Oh, apparently I have to call Prestige at some point to get some covers for Beolab ones because apparently I got some ones.
Yeah, they're in a trailer already.
Yeah,
container,
Willie
bro,
found
so
some ones and he just bought them.
I just bought them. Fuck it.
So I own some ones that I haven't seen yet.
They're in good condition, but that actually that solves a lot of problems for you right there. 'Cause
Yeah.
the grills are a little bit shredded.
We were joking on WhatsApp and whatnot that at least with the grills being a bit rough, that in the US they sell 5XL pantyhose, so you could like stretch it over the frame.
Stretched over a freaking car. You go to the right Walmart.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll give Prestige a call because this works.
Better fit, yeah. But
Yeah, I
this
like
looks
it.
amazing, yeah.
It actually looked good. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And I love matching old Bang Olufsen with the new ones and still look seamless, new, everything, timeless. And here we see,
Wow, that is just amazing.
especially since the speakers are so tall, they kind of brings everything up, so you really appreciate the kind of.
I really like this. I'm not a big fan for when you do it on the 8000. I think the 8000 looks way too wide when you do it. But I really like this. This is just
The ones look proper with it. That's for sure.
Yeah, this is like taking the speakers and give it new life. I mean, that looks
Exactly
amazing.
what I say. New life to speaker, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Way more modern, yeah.
Good job.
Love the designer
They-
chandelier.
The design is
That-
even
that-
better than
that's a
some
US
new ones,
edition.
yeah.
That's right. This is brought to you by Home Depot.
It's pull cord.
Pull cord. Oh God. Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, they do.
Ones are always like they just have a special place in my heart. Did we lose Eric?
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at
I mean,
swinging.
this just, and it fits in so beautifully.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, plus, by the looks of things, the houses I'm looking at, they'll have ceilings that are like 6 foot tall or something like that.
Hmm.
So you gotta be right up to it.
Well, it's been a long time where I walked past speakers where I sort of like you're almost my height.
I mean, I really like the ones. I'm not sure where to put them because they're so big and tall. But I really like them.
Well, Mikey doesn't like a pair, then I got two pairs of these.
I'll get you 90s in that case. That's fine.
No, you're not getting my 90s, bro. You get that shit out of your head already. You get 90s over there before you come over. Quit busting my balls. I'm not selling
Willie
my
thinks
90s.
this will ever stop, Henrik.
No, I'm not selling my 90s, brother.
But
I went through some serious headache just to get them the goddamn things out of the apartment into the storage, from the storage to the container. So, Penta or Beolab 1s are better. Lab 1s are better. Pentas have more bass by a long shot.
The Lab
they're
1s
muddy as hell.
The Lab 1 sounds more clinic, like very clinic.
It's very, very accurate.
Yeah. So most people would probably prefer the Penta Mark III over the Lab 1s because the Lab 1s is very precise. But if you like precision,
I like that sound. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
If you throw in a subwoofer, like if you put in a Lab 19 with the Lab 1s,
yeah.
perfect. That's a perfect combination.
Yep.
And then you'll have way
Lab
more
2 is
bass
little
than
too
you'll
slow.
ever get on Pentas anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Lab 2 is a little too sloppy for how precise the Lab 1s are. If
Yep.
you really get into connoisseur of listening to it. But if you put 19s with it, like if you want to go full Monty and put 2 19s, one on each side, holy shit balls. Like that's some serious.
They will compete with a lot of stuff that's out today, released today.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, you can still get a pair of Lab 1s and 2 19s for a lot less than you would pay for a pair of 28s, for example. We lost something on Skype.
Yeah, the audio was still there, but it's because Eric dropped and then tried to call, and let's see what happens.
In the stream, freaking.
Let's try this again. He says he's back. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, now you're all blurry. Yay.
There you go. The blur back. Now you're going.
Thing is not working for me. Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Is that a phone that you're using?
Yeah, it's not working.
What happened that you dropped out?
I was just going to mute you and refill my champagne, but apparently this makes the whole thing just go nope. But,
hang up, end call.
End call. But yeah, the camera on this is way better than the 720p on my laptop, and it's way easier just to, enable the phone to just record and everything, and just use these little things. So yeah.
Right on, buddy.
Yeah. Not the only one that got something to eat or drank.
Oh, I have a conundrum. Turns out that my sister sort of came over here once and decided, yeah, B&O speakers, I'm going deaf anyway. I don't know. Could I get your stage? But in that case, could you buy my 12.3s, 12.2s, Lab 2, and all that stuff? So I'm thinking about it, but I can't. I really don't, even in a bigger house, have room for all that shit.
So what? Bring it here. You can sell it to somebody else.
I know, but I was thinking, like, instead of the hassle of bringing it over, 12.3s or 28s? Because the
I would 12.3s, 28s you can buy still here.
Yeah.
What?
So that was my conundrum, because I also still have a set of 17 standing here doing nothing.
17 sound better than 12.3s, from I remember.
See, like I remember in the beginning of the podcast, y'all laughed at me because I got too of shit of everything, right? And now you can't say anything, Mikey. You fucking lost that. You lost the bragging
like
right.
a big U store.
Yeah, he's hoarding up now.
Well, a lot of that stuff is not.
Get a big storage locker in Florida, fuck, because you won't need it.
Well, I guess I could put it in like all the guest rooms and have like 5.1 in every guest room.
Have your own kind of home cinema theater in your guest room.
Yeah.
But it's good. If I ever visit, like I'm sure will do at one of your places.
Mike is gonna be
For
the
sure.
only one with the 7.1 in his kitchen TV.
Yeah.
It's fucking Atmos and shit.
Right next to the Harmony, like 88 or something. 83 maybe.
Oh, yeah, I would go for 83, or maybe that stupid, obnoxious big screen with the Beosound theater underneath it.
But have you seen the 83-inch in real life?
Yes,
No.
it's really nice.
The best, because my dealer called me up way before summer and talked about it, and he said that it looks so much better with all the kind of measurements, or what do you call it, the
Proportion?
sizing, the portions. Yeah. And I just popped into the store when we were in Gothenburg, and for sure, yes, it has way better proportions than the 77 and even 65 even, but yeah, it's very nice.
I'm not
Holy
sure.
fuck. The 83-inch
price-
is only $100 more than the 77?
Yeah, but look at
And
the floor stand is not rotating.
You can get it rotating.
It can't be?
It can, yeah, sure. Because
It
the
can.
floor stand is the same for the 88, the 83, the 77,
Yeah, so that's
or the 65.
I customized this one.
When I
So, yeah,
walked into my dealer's store and looked at the 83-inch for the first time, I couldn't tell the difference optically which one was larger.
Couldn't you?
No, not really. I was like, wait, what? Huh? Like, I had to double take and look, and then, I mean, once it's on, obviously, but it was off
Yeah,
when I walked
but
into.
also maybe depending on what's in the behind and how big a room, because in a smaller room or smaller space, you can really get a feel for it. But yeah,
I still think the 77 has the best proportions. The 83 is very close because it doesn't change that much, but the screen is quite a lot larger.
I found it surprisingly.
Oh god,
He
that
had more
same
right on
woman.
that sense, yeah. But yeah,
It's Haggerty.
I was actually surprised that he was very right on that one. It looks even better, slightly better, but yeah, even better. Portion-wise, get that more longer ones.
I mean, it makes 50s look even smaller. That's for sure.
Yeah, which makes them almost, good to have on the side. So for your Mikey, an 83-inch upgrade would be something. I think that would be really nice. For me,
I'm not sure.
I would break my neck. Get 83-inch.
It's gonna look amazing if you put it on a wall mount over the fireplace at your new house.
Yeah.
And then 10 centimeters from the ceiling.
That's mandatory. When you move to the US, it's mandatory. You have to place your TV above your fireplace.
I don't know why people have fireplaces in Florida to begin with, but
That's fucking retarded. That's like having an ice box in Antarctica. Like, for what? You don't need that shit.
Why isn't that same kind of regulation as California, that you can't use real wood? You have to kind of use these kind of ethanol-based.
in
Miami, dude, he has a fireplace.
Just for
What
show.
the fuck do you need a fireplace for, bro? Seriously.
Just for show status, for fuck's sake.
in Florida, I don't think they care. You can probably burn wood and it's fine. Like, nobody cares.
Oh.
California is more
I mean,
regulated that way.
in Florida, they don't even check if you have a catalytic converter still on your car.
Oh.
So you can just take it off and it's like, whatever. It's
No. Yeah.
You can get to 35 degrees for 4 days. 35
Yeah, but you
degrees,
still have
that's
heating.
what? Let's get a fireplace, bro. He's gonna... That's where you burn your hopes and dreams, I guess. Because I don't know what else you use it for.
But
Burn
the
it
Harmony,
top secret papers, I guess. Yeah.
the Harmony is
We
the
have
only
fire-
thing I'm not sure of taking with, really. Especially
The
with
which?
the Harmony. Especially with the theater coming, because the Harmony is so bloody heavy and so awkward to carry as well, that it's almost asking for issues, especially when you have movers do it.
What TV are you looking for, Willie, when you find your new place?
I'm really debating the Harmony, to be honest, but I'm now contemplating the theater. I want to see the theater, I want to see it with the bigger screen because I don't think the 55 is gonna cut the mustard anymore. I just spec'd out. It looks beautiful, man. The walnut aluminum natural harmony in 83 inches on a motorized stand. I think that's where I'm gonna end up at.
Yeah.
And to be
Don't
honest,
know if I'm gonna have the room for it.
Yeah, but it would look really nice completing with your 90s.
Oh, with the 90s, everything would tie in perfectly.
Yeah.
So that's
one of a kind. Yeah.
I mean, partially what makes me consider the theater so much more is that the what you call it, the FCC documents are literally talking about just the soundbar and not the TV as a whole
thing.
Yeah. And in terms of carrying the harmony, where you have to sort of like do this sort of thing because you cannot touch the wings or just a box that you just carry like that.
I would just trade it in before I leave. I'll trade it in for the theater with your dealer.
That's what I'm contemplating of doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like trading in your harmony for theater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. And it's been totally upgraded to the Mark IV or Mark II version.
Yeah.
So,
there's nothing.
You get sound for it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I take it you haven't spoke to them about pricing, Henrik, because we've been asking everybody, what do you think it'll cost? But if you can't say, then we'll stop it right here.
I can say what I thought to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you want it in euros, you probably do. My guess was around 5,000 euro.
Mine too. But that's for just, are we talking the whole thing or just the sound bar?
Sound bar.
Yeah.
With floor stand.
With the floor stand?
Yep.
That's a little brave prediction, in my opinion. If the floor stand's not motorized, then it's okay. Yeah, but if it's motorized...
It is definitely not motorized.
Okay.
Breaking news?
No.
A lot of things can change, but I don't think that they will do a motorized. I mean, this will work as a stage. I mean,
yeah, it's a sound bar.
It's a sound bar with some options.
Yeah. If you want a motorized stand for it, there is companies to provide it.
Then you got to go to I guess the elite product, which is the
Eclipse
or Harmony. Yeah.
But
there's not much online with my
upgraded version than the Contour. The Contour is the basic kitchen TV, bedroom TV now that doesn't connect to everything. You have the stage that can connect to multiple things. So that's the main difference. Otherwise, they are very comparable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure when the TVs are this big that you really need a motorized stand.
Yeah, you do.
You don't need to go to the balcony anymore, Willie.
I got a backyard, bro.
The initial thing is set up now when it's 77 or larger. Like,
yeah, I agree. I mean, when you go past 65-inch, you don't need to move it around.
No.
Also, the viewing angles on OLED are superb.
Yeah. But the problem is that if you want to move a 77-inch, if you just want to move it out from the back wall, you have to have it a very long way out.
Yeah, and it
actually
looks
make
just
it
weird. Yeah.
And B&O is not making products anymore that are beautiful from the back, so.
Word.
If it looks weird and they kind of place the TV 1 meter to 1.5 meters from the wall.
Yeah, I mean,
everything is just so.
I mean, beforehand with the BV11, the 14, the Avant and stuff, you could put that in the middle of the room and it would look beautiful from every angle you look at it. But you can't do that with the Harmony. It looks like, so why did you put a desk
Yeah, what is that in the
table
back?
Yeah,
there?
offsite. Yeah.
in the middle of the room. It
No, I
doesn't
agree.
look good from the back. It looks okay from the side, but I mean, it doesn't look good compared to like the Eclipse. The Eclipse looks amazing.
Or the old
The
Avant.
Mark 1, you mean? Or...
I still think the Mark II also looks kind of nice.
I know.
Mark II has. I don't know, man. Like I've put a couple of them together, and I like. Don't get me wrong. The picture and all that, awesome. But the way that it's put together, the cables that they give you, which are too thick and too stiff, and they try to push these magnetic covers off. There's not enough magnet in them. That's my opinion. And
they're not strong enough.
Yeah, they need to talk to Prestige Creators with their magnets, because goddamn, you can't stop those magnets.
Yeah.
No, it's the same magnets that are like the carpenter magnets, right? That they use for, to like we have here in the laundry room that, the doors just magnetically close by the tops, right? So.
Like, fuck me, these magnets are strong.
Yeah.
That's what STB brackets also
holder for your disc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not for my desk. This is a wall mountable version.
Move to the US, Mikey.
This is the wall mount version. He's defending it still. Shut up. I love it.
And these magnets work through the marble, literally. That's how silly they are.
It's not that far for it, too. Like, because those are strong ass magnets, I know. So there you go.
I wonder what comes off first, the adhesive tape or the magnets? Just from the wall.
The magnets.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well,
those are very strong magnets. Yeah.
Mikey, I have a new product for you. Are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so this is the remote holder that you put in your belt, and then you take the remote with you around the house, and then you just swip this open, and then you have the remote.
Well, it looks like it could fit a Luger, so I might need that in Florida.
It's amazing. It's the best product I've ever paid for.
In your living room, and then you go, bang! Oh shit! I thought it was the remote.
Shot the TV.
Texas.
Yeah.
Florida is no different in that sense.
So.
No, it's not. I haven't seen any of that shit. I haven't seen any road. I've seen more road rage here in Canada than I've seen in Florida, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, because people aren't mad when it's nice weather.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep.
I mean, it's always miserable in Canada.
Well, the summers are nice here, but it's just they're so dry and hot.
It's like 6 weeks.
Yeah. No, it's longer now because global warming in the whole narrative. Like, we got longer summers now. They brought that in. So it's good. It's like double the length now. It's like double the length. Plus, all the Weather Network news are now in red and shit. So, like, you can feel the heat from the TV. That's how hot it is.
Well, that'll be something. You can actually feel the heat from OLED if you take a 77 or larger once you finally get one, Willie.
Mm. Yeah, but think about it, like, there hasn't been very many forest fires this year, like, at all. Because usually, like, we would have, like, just gray.
Yeah, you can't see for, like, more than 100
meters. Yeah, but now it's, this year, I don't know, it's good times. I guess they burnt out all the wood already, fucking in the last few years. There's no more. Oh, man. Everywhere I look, I have something to pack.
I just, from Generic Enthusiast over on Twitch, I just got Florida Man headlines. Florida man with no arms uses his feet to stab a tourist with a pair of scissors.
Wow.
Pastor Florida man arrested and charged for masturbating in a Starbucks patio.
That's where you're gonna live, man.
What is this?
Florida man headlines.
Yeah, your community, man.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun living there.
Oh, it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be hilarious. I just gotta find a good source of oranges, because so
Florida
far
man.
I was a little bit disappointed with what they were going on with. So, smoking meth sure as God, it's legal now. Wow.
God, I love this state.
That is funny shit.
Florida man loses his shorts while swimming away from the police, found naked behind a bush.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. What I'm also surprised that I haven't seen a fucking gator in those 11 days I was there at all.
Well, you were also near the sea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gators live mostly in the swamp.
Go to Gatorland. Yeah, theme park, or this guy who has a lot of alligators you can see.
I mean, if you want to go snake hunting, go to the Everglades, because you can hunt pythons and stuff.
And why would I do that?
To help Florida out.
What am I gonna make
Yeah.
fucking new
Shoes.
bag out of it?
Yeah, and I think you can actually get some money if you get the biggest one.
Yeah,
Like you can use guns or machetes or whatever.
they're not
you
natural
want.
there, so yeah.
Gators and mosquitoes sounds like an awesome fucking weekend. That's how I'm gonna roll. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna
near
go shoot.
Tampa, you have a bunch of manatees and stuff.
Wow. That's not my Saturday, quite honestly.
We'll make you swim with the manatees.
I'd go shooting lizards. I'd do lizard shooting with an air gun. That'd be cool.
Just go shoot the snakes. They're big.
Or
Some of them are
snakes.
like 30 feet long.
What do you do with that?
Kill it. That's it.
No shit, Sherlock, but like, what? You can't just leave it there. Like, you gotta dispose of it somehow.
It's not like you have to dig a trench to put it in.
Put it in your neighbor's bin.
Fucking fill up the whole garbage with one snake. Oh my god.
No, somebody at some point decided it was a good idea to have their pet snakes live free, so they dumped them in the Everglades. And now they've taken over and they're killing everything every small critter on the ground, including birds and birds' eggs and that sort of thing. So they now have a yearly hunt for snakes.
I did in Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, or like Miami dude says, you will move to a place where everyone is very overdressed and most people have a Ferrari and a Rolls that go to Home Depot in one. Yeah, that's also very Florida.
But Willie, how far is it to Orlando from where you live?
3-hour drive.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
are
if you have-
stepping on it, but
Yeah. So there is
4 hours.
Gatorland, so visit.
that's where I'll be in Gatorland.
Yeah. But it's an official park there, and the owner is kind of nice and crazy.
Then you can go to the land of Coca-Cola.
And Legoland.
Yeah.
I thought about Legoland, but I don't know. Well,
I went to the home of Coca-Cola, and when you walk inside the premise there, it smells like Coke everywhere. They have like these dust machines everywhere that blows out the smell of Coca-Cola, so you will get in that you want Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
I didn't know that Coca-Cola had a smell to it.
It does.
Yeah, it does. But why isn't it in Atlanta? Why Orlando?
I don't know.
Some
I
connection.
think it wasn't it in Orlando, or was it in Atlanta? I can't remember.
Mike, it's more.
Atlanta's Georgia.
Yeah, but Coca-Cola.
I think
wasn't
it
the
wasn't
inventor.
Orlando. It wasn't Orlando because I was visiting CNN, I think.
Yeah, that's Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. So because I think, or yeah, Coca-Cola is.
I don't like
grounded in.
Coca-Cola, like as in the company and the drink. So I'm not that familiar with it.
So you go to Gatorland.
No, I go to Pepsi Land. No, Pepsi's disgusting too.
I don't know. I like the Coke. I only drink it out of a glass bottle though. I don't drink it out of the pop cans.
This is the Mexican
Why not?
kind.
No. You can buy regular Coke, not just the
Yeah, but
goofy
why
sugar.
wouldn't you drink from a can or?
Tastes like shit.
Really?
Yeah, well, they line the fucking can with chemicals, so the acid in the Coke don't eat the goddamn aluminum, right?
But it's a kind of condom to seal it, so it just plastic.
That's right, and I don't like that condom taste.
What? Say that again, Willie?
That's just what I don't like. I don't like that plastic fucking taste in the Coke can.
You don't like
Tasted
the
before,
condom
didn't
taste.
like it then. Don't
Eric
like
likes
it
his condom taste, so there you go.
now. All right. Better be safe, right?
So
We
yeah,
have Pride here in Copenhagen this week and this weekend.
I saw that. Yeah.
So yeah.
Maybe you should come by, Willie, and really taste the taste of condom.
Condom taste.
Like Pride is synonymous with condoms. You should be safe with, each and a way. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I drink my Coke.
Without condom.
Without condom taste in it.
Without protection. Yeah.
That's right.
So has anybody bought the BeoPlay EQ since I've been gone? Has anybody
headphones.
tested them?
No. I was contemplating buying the EXs.
Maybe it's EX.
Well, there's EQs and EXs. Like the EQs are the buds, and the EXs are with the little stem.
Talking about EX.
I haven't fully tried them yet, but I've thought about it, and mostly because my E8 3.0s are going a bit, like the paint is coming off and stuff like that. But
I haven't tried them.
So far, I'm sort of like, do I really need it? Because I already have
But
4
Michael
headphones
and
now.
Henrik, you all have iPhones, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think most people that haven't tried AirPods, that the convenience with them, just to connect and easy to use and everything, that with a couple of off-brand headphones is just, especially the price also.
I would never change my AirPod Pro with EXs. Never, not in a lifetime, because I know how B&O is making software, so that will not happen. Because I use my AirPods every day, and it just works flawlessly between my MacBook Pro, my iPhone, my iPad, and whatever I'm just picking up. It just connects, and it works flawlessly, and the sound is great. And I don't think that the EXs would come even close to them, but I would like to test them out. But I think
with your earphones, what do you listen to? Is it very high-end music or
no. I listen to podcasts and talk on the phone.
Yeah, same as me. So you don't really notice it, so you don't see the need for the EX or the EQs.
Are these holes in them?
No, it's
Those
for
ones.
the recharge.
Charging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same as these ones. Some kind of.
I personally do like the B&O line of headphones. It's just they're quite
I like
expensive.
the design of them. Yeah.
I like the
just
design too, but
curious.
I mean, weirdly, my E8s are and my H4s are better at connecting to my phone than the portals, because the portals sort of need a bit of coaxing to auto connect. Like you sometimes have to do an extra, like it doesn't always find it on the first try. And I don't know why.
For me, because I have it always plugged in with the kind of adapter to the computer here, and that's why it doesn't always connect to my phone every time, because still have some connection to another device. But otherwise, it's just easy. And then now with our greenhouse that we have now, that can really smoke cigars like never before, I have used my porters so often, and they are amazing, both for music and podcast and everything. I don't really miss my H95 that much at all.
So maybe in your greenhouse you can now finally grow your own weed.
Can we had one lemon tree there. One.
A lemon tree.
One.
Wait, is that legal, or are you going to go to jail in Sweden for stuff like that?
Jail. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Can't you do it for own use?
You can use it for home use if your medical issue maybe think for it. But for those kind of people, yeah, those who want it doesn't necessarily the ones that get it. So, oh man,
just go to your doctor with your can of Coke and like, taste this. I just taste condom.
Yeah. So,
like, I need some help, doc.
I need some help. All these Coke taste like condoms, bro. And his question would be, are they ribbed or not?
But aren't the Apple AirPods like €2? Aren't the Apple AirPods like €250 or something like that?
The Pros?
Look it up.
Yeah.
But if you have an iPhone, I think it's a better choice than the B&Os.
Yeah. That's the reason why I got these.
Yeah.
It's so easy just to use, especially since I often have them in my bag when I go to school, and if I have some time off when students start to show up, so I can just pop them in until the students come and just
Plus,
and
they're in
them
you.
If I have the test, so
they are in you. You find your things app as well, and it's. I mean, I love.
It's so convenient. It's so convenient.
Yep. So if you catch a deal on these, they're half the price. Yeah.
Then I would buy 2 pairs of those.
That's a big difference.
I don't believe that the EX will sound twice as good, but I don't know because I haven't tested them.
Yeah,
but the AirPods is pretty good. It's okay.
It's surprisingly good because
for the price,
still have that Dr. Dre kind of touch to it. There's something there. It's just more than standard headphones.
Yeah, and as Miami Dude says, that the spatial audio, that is amazing. And when you watch a movie, I went to my parents' house and everybody was falling asleep everywhere. So and it was the middle of the day, and then I took my AirPods. And when I opened the lid on the AirPods, the Apple TV at my parents' house says, "Oh, do you want to connect to your AirPods?" I was just like, "Yes." And then I cranked up the volume and watched the movie with spatial audio. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I might consider these. I might go to my local Apple store and see if they have the pair for like a test for like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
You will not regret them. It's. I mean, I've been holding off on the AirPods for a long time because the normal AirPods doesn't fit in my ear, but the Pro with the silicone stuff with the taste of rubber, that just fits directly into the ear if you just lick it.
Yeah, you want to be safe that way. Yeah.
Well, the most important bit to have rubber over is the tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure.
But I mean, after I got the AirPods Pro, it's just been a joyride using headphones. I mean, I've been using the E8 Sport, the E8 Mark III, whatever, and all kinds of Bang & Olufsen headphones. But
is your vibrator on?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you turn on or some shit?
It's the curtain that rolled down.
Okay.
But I mean, after the problem was that every time I wanted to use the headphones, every time I took out the E8 Sport or whatever, it took a lifetime to connect. And then I need to go into Bluetooth, I need to connect them, and
Yeah.
every time I was in a hurry, they never worked. But this is just flip it open, click, and it just works. I mean, it's a much better product.
David asked Henrik, can you test them to destruction, like drive over them with a car or something?
Why would you?
Like with the Explorer.
Yeah,
Did you
could,
take that
but-
with again, by the way, on vacation?
Yes, I did, of course.
Yeah.
No,
And it still works? It's still in one piece, or?
Yes, it is, and it works fine.
As I said, yeah, that's the best test Bang Olufsen ever did, or Henrik did, because of he really put it to show what it can do.
And it
There was
still
some
works
other
fine.
dude that put their Beolit 15 or 12 or no, I think it was a 15 on a mountain or something, just carrying it and brutalized it to hell. And it looks like shit, but yeah, it performed like hell, and that's kind of to show that.
I also took it on a trip right before I got on. I went on vacation. I went on, the Camino, where you walk. We have one here that is 27 kilometers. So I gathered up all the boys, and then we just filled our backpacks with beer.
Yeah.
And we walked 20 kilometers, and then we went to a bar because we didn't have any more beers. But but I have the Explorer with us, and it was just playing the whole day, like on my backpack. And when I got home the next day, I looked at it, it had 70% of battery. It's just an amazing small speaker.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I think I still prefer an A1, but that is knowing that you would keep an eye on it more during the day.
Yeah.
Because an A1, you can't kick an A1 and expect it to survive a lot of it.
No, and then I've been using the level outside on the balcony here, but I've used the Explorer as well. So when I'm barbecuing, I can listen to music, and then if there's no music going on in the house, I just take the Explorer. If there's music in the house, I join the level. But then I took the Explorer and put it outside on a hook, and then I forgot about it for a few days. And it's just been raining and all kinds of stuff. And I was just like, took it down, blew into it, and then, it works again.
Like old Nintendo, yeah.
Yeah.
Works.
Yeah, exactly. Like the small cassettes.
Yeah. Always works. Blowing always works.
Just looking at where it's raining all over the world.
But yeah, these kind of Beo play, the A1, the Beolit, and the Beo Explorer really shows that they really work for the intended use outdoors.
I do have to agree with Miami, and that is that I don't understand why they don't open up for Bang & Olufsen radio on these products, especially the headphones and the Explorer and A1 and stuff, because that would just make sense. I mean, why not open up their radio to those kind of products? I know that when you add it on your app, then the product will play the station and everything will be is working inside of the product and not from the phone. It doesn't stream from the phone, but if you use the Bluetooth products, you should be able to Bluetooth stream Bang & Olufsen radio to your headphones.
Yes. That
Because
would
it
make
uses
sense,
that
and
way
that
most
would
of the
be
time, yeah.
because you're already streaming from your phone anyway, because otherwise nothing happens.
Yeah, but I mean, I know that when you use B&O radio, you're actually just remote controlling the B&O sound system in the product, but you should be able to stream B&O radio directly to your headphones or to explore A1 Beolit 15 something, that stupid box.
Well, we're on 21 now.
Beolit.
20.
I think it's 22 or 20.
I don't know.
20.
I don't like
20.
the product, but I think that you should be able to use B&O radio for those kind of things.
Matt asked earlier,
20.
Deezer or Spotify, which do you guys prefer?
I use
Deezer.
Deezer.
Because as for now,
Because it's native to the
Spotify-
freaking yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that's for sure, and also that they don't have the FLAC or lossless kind of.
I
Yeah.
use Deezer because I have iPads hanging around in the house on B&O aluminum cradles,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's inside of the B&O app, and it
Yeah.
also either I'm on the Beo Living app or the B&O app, and it just works in there. I
Exactly.
do like Spotify app more. I think it's more intuitive than the Deezer app. I think the Deezer app sucks, especially the Deezer app when you put it on your Mac. It keeps on locking out and want to lock in and
Same with
connect
the
to
PC. but
Facebook,
yeah,
and it just
yeah,
sucks.
same with
And
PC. But yeah,
And Spotify just works. Spotify makes software like Apple does. Deezer makes software like B&O does. It just
who
sucks.
owns Deezer? From what country?
I don't know.
They original from?
I got no idea
Because-
where they're from.
No, can you look it up?
Deezer use FLAC and Hi-Fi, and
Yeah.
it sounds very good.
Deezer is from Paris, France.
Bonjour. But
So
yeah, but
that's where the headquarters is and everything.
yeah.
But the Deezer app sucks, but it works quite good inside of B&O native in the B&O
Yeah.
app.
Yes.
But
And it's just
Spotify
nice
app
that
is
you
just
could,
better.
like your phone or whatever, is just the remote. Like,
Yeah, that's kind of you can't make your own playlist in Beo app. That kind
No,
of
that
sometimes,
sucks.
yeah, because when you have your, speakers in front of you and you kind of want to listen to songs and you want to add them to a list, you have to go back to the Deezer app and then add it. And yeah, that if you just make that, change to the Beo app, it would be so much better.
Yeah.
I think.
You can make the playlist in the Deezer app, and then it will sync to the B&O app. But you can't do it the other way around, which
Yeah.
kind of sucks.
is that
Exactly.
because they don't have that API control, or is
I don't know. Probably. You no, I don't think so, because I think they should be able to, because you can actually say that it's your favorite
Favorite
artist,
one.
and
That saves.
yeah, you can do a lot of things, but you can't make a playlist.
Can
It's really
add an
strange.
album. You can add a song to a favorite, but you can't make a playlist.
No.
Another thing that's
Exactly.
weird is that Deezer Flow works on Mozart platform, but not on your Harmony or something like that.
Exactly.
What?
And that's really
Deezer
Yeah.
Flow, like what the
Oh.
Moment did, right?
Yeah.
That works on Mozart platform products, but not on your Harmony or your M3 or.
I only
Which is really-
use Flow when I'm in the car.
car and parties and all that. We're
Yeah,
gonna
but
have one
no,
next
But
week.
when I have parties, I never press Flow, because Flow is playing all my country stuff and all my different kind of genres. Where when I want to have a party, I just take this radio
Willie.
station, guys, and write it down. Milano Lounge is just amazing. It works very good. Milano Lounge. That's the
Eric, his parties are more like.
All kind of hard rock music come from Sweden. So yeah. I just watched a 4-hour documentary in 4 separate parts on Swedish hard rock or metal on export, that we are so big on that. So
Can you imagine like all these super blonde white people, and then the music starts playing? It's du hast.
but there's a funny thing. I've seen these kind of documentaries now and on metal and all that, and all these kind of persons are like, some beers and very kind of our music. We started in '94, but it's well back persons, and then you hear the music like In Flames, the singer there, and just there's a big contrast. Like Battery and all these kind of Candlemass and Meshuggah, all these kind of bands, and just very nice, very, very polite and very, no, it's nothing. Oh, we went good in the US. It went good. You sold like hell.
It's good marching music.
Yeah. I think it was Clothing that was the Rammstein did the gig before, or pre-band, whatever we call it. And 6 years later, it was the other way around. The Clawfinger show before Rammstein. So yeah.
By the way, it looks like we're actually really close to something, because for the first time in like 2 years on the BNO website, I see the stage being front and center.
Ooh. Interesting. Is
Like
that a hint that it's on the way out, or what?
No, I wouldn't say on the way out, but maybe like, please buy some.
Yeah, I scroll down.
Because everybody may be into something else pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting that they put that up.
But the stage will be a thing of its own. It can't really compare with theater.
No. Oh, I still think it's a fantastic product. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the stage...
But you can't compare them, yeah.
But it'd also be in a way different price category.
Yeah, it's a sound bar, but the other thing is just you can build Bang & Olufsen home theater with it. You can't do it with the stage. The stage is just a stage, and the theater is a theater. Yeah.
But this, at least you could also use by itself. You don't have to have a TV with it.
Exactly. Like most people don't use Bang & Olufsen with a harmony. They just use the harmony as a TV and nothing else in the same room. So yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have a question from Discord from Mr. or Mrs. Lupus 2010. So either congratulations for surviving it, or commiserations for having it for 12 years. He says, I'm challenged by the best way how to set up a harmony. Guess the same for Eclipse regarding the sound settings deep at the various menus. This is very complex, as from my experience you cannot hear the changes on the fly as you have to leave the B&O menu. This might not be relevant for most, but if you don't have an ideal room and would like to tweak it at the best possible. So his starting point is a harmony 50s front, Beolab 3's rear, and Beolab 4 ceiling. Personally, I would say start with level matching everything, putting distances in. That is the most important.
And the ceiling speakers, you should, no matter where they are, if they're in front or in the back, you should set them up as surround ceiling and not front ceiling, because there's an arrow or a buck inside of the sound center that it will actually move the center channel to your ceiling speakers if you choose front ceiling left and right. So put that as surround ceiling.
That's good news. I never heard of that.
Yeah,
I never heard of it.
It's been there for ages.
Oh, right.
Since BV11.
How did you know about this?
Because I
Tried it
put
out
ceiling
yourself?
speakers inside of my house, and B&O said that when I bought the BV11 that it could handle 11.2. So I connected 10 speakers plus 2 subwoofers, and it couldn't. So that's why I know. It's a shit show with the ceiling front, left, and right, because it will move the center channel there.
That's good news.
Or just surround height also works for the ceiling speakers. It depends a bit on where they are. If they're sort of like in this range, I would do surround height.
Yep.
But if they're like there, straight above you, then ceiling is a better option.
Yeah.
As for the other things, if you want to hear what you're changing, go to a different source, like have an Apple TV or a DVD player or something like that. Play whatever you want to play as a test track, and then go to the B&O menu. Because if something internally from the TV is playing, it switches apps, obviously, and it goes quiet. But if an external source is playing, that keeps on producing audio.
Like having a Netflix app on your TV and have a Apple TV with the Netflix account also. But it's very good to different, or HBO or Disney Plus, because every app is available on each another. So that's really good to compare.
And then there's something called the stage width, I think.
Yeah. You can collapse it and widen it.
It's on 5 to begin with. I would recommend starting on 3. See how that sounds. Otherwise, somehow the processor would put the voices from the center channel into the left and right speakers, and it's just awful. Yep. That's a good, but the SPL level, the level matching, as Mikey said, is the best way to start out.
The default is pretty good. The other thing you could also sort of play with is bass redirecting a little bit. Because the 3s can handle some bass, but not as much bass as the 50s, obviously. And you want most of it to still go to the 50s, but you can give them like 10 dB more than none at all.
Did he or she have 50s at the front?
50s front, 3s rear, and 4s top.
I would set the 50s to 0 in bass redirection. Set what kind of TV was it?
Harmony.
Harmony set the TV to -6. Set the 3s to -9, and that should be a good starting point. Because it doesn't make any sense that you're able to bass redirect with 100 dBs. It doesn't make sense. I mean, 6 dBs is a half of what you're moving, so it will be half of the things. If you set the harmony to -6, then half of the bass, the deeper bass below 120 hertz, will go to the 50s, and 120 is fine if you have the harmony and you have the 3s. That is a good starting point. Maybe you can go to 100 instead of 120, but start with 120.
Personally, though, in that setup, I would take everything out of the 4s because they...
Oh, yeah. Just
go that to minus whatever you can put.
minus 100 to the 4s. They can't do anything.
I mean, they're good for highs and mids, and that's it.
If you put it at -20, nothing will go there anyway. So, but just put it at -100.
I mean, that's
so -6, -9, -100.
That's. I mean, the default is pretty good generally. I mean, you can if you have an oddly shaped room, you can maybe contract and expand the stage a bit. But that's such a trial and error thing that we can't really say what to do other than test it in your room.
Yeah,
it's we're not in your room.
dB test, decibel test, the whole kind of thing. Because my room is very symmetrical and perfect in that sense, but I have to do various tweaks to it.
The level matching is the biggest point.
Yeah, and distance also. So
yeah, distance and level matching. Then you're a long way.
I mean, if you ever want to upgrade anything, your first easiest upgrade is replace the 4s for another set of 3s.
Yeah. Or a pair of 17s.
Yeah.
It's a big difference between having your front speakers being different in like 3 or 4 dBs, or even 2 dBs. They can make a big difference in the kind of.
You can move
from
the sound
left.
state.
Yeah. Even if the 50s are slightly louder or quieter than the center, you get such a distorted.
Yeah.
Like my sister with her 12s and whatnot, that runs through an Almando box, and depending on the source, like I level match everything, but when you turn the radio on, it only wants to come out the center channel, or that's what it seems like. But if you like make that sort of sound stereo again, then you get what your mum has, Willie, with like the center channel is broken.
Yeah.
So you have to sort of choose a middle ground, and it's really odd. And I think it's
I always tweak my kind of preference. Like so the dialogue or in films and movies are always a little bit brighter than the rest of it, because otherwise you always get that, what are they saying? Pump up the volume and just hear the special effects and just boom and just turn it down and up and down. So the sound effects are a little bit brighter than the rest of it.
Oh, there's
You hear
nothing
them.
worse than watching a movie and having to go up, down the whole time.
Exactly. You don't
Yeah.
want Nathan to go and turn the volume down and just, oh, it's only special effects, and just, oh, what they're saying, and then you hear a big boom and just, yeah, you don't want that.
I mean, also the sound profiles of movie, drama, speech, and night listening are pretty good approximations for those specific settings.
Very good, yeah. You can really hear a difference depending on.
Gaming is a
Which kind
bit extreme, though, especially if you like watch a football or I don't know, cycling or something. And you put it to gaming, all of a sudden, like cycling's like it's super
It's like-
extreme.
If you have the picture settings on intense and music or audio settings on a game, yeah, the really extreme kind of sense, yeah. But depending on what game, like Grand Theft Auto, you kind of need that extra bass to have some kind of audio experience. Otherwise, put it to music. Otherwise, to enhance the bass or something.
Yeah.
The speech kind of audio setting is, for me, almost never used. Then I'd rather use drama or something. In regular
Yeah, I
TV
do.
mode or something.
The only thing in movies sometimes is that I'm not it, and it depends a bit on the movie mixer as well. But sometimes you could do a bit more speech enhancement, I feel.
Yeah, but the regular kind of speech preset is, take everything down. You don't have bass, nothing, just
Yeah,
pure
that's fine
tweeter.
for the news, but that's horrible for like watching a movie.
Not even then. It just sounds very weird. It's just super, completely too clear. It's weird, especially since it's weird. Never used to me.
Was it? June was one of those movies that could do with like 2 points of speech enhancement. Because
Yeah,
like every other scene, there's like one of these spaceships coming by and they're talking through that. And it's like, God, it's awful to listen to.
and that
Because it's like, hello, how are you?
that kind of Jedi mind trick that they do is just but really deep voice. Yeah,
What are you guys
very cool
talking
movie
about?
though. Very good movie.
Star Wars again?
No, June.
Almost the more kind of niche kind of person like Dune.
When is the second movie of that coming out, actually?
Next
Oh,
2,
next year.
3 years.
It's,
First, we're gonna have the new Avatar movie, and that's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, I heard that was coming out too. That's gonna be pretty interesting.
so we're gonna hear Willie talk about that for years to come.
What, the Avatar?
Yeah, because
That's
you still
not that
talk
I'm
about the first one.
It was a good
Did you
movie,
like the
man.
first
It was
one?
it was a wicked demo. We used that for demos in the theater.
Yeah.
And the fucking Rhino Stomp
for
like
me,
the fives, man. Holy
personally,
shit.
For a person in a wheelchair to see that the CGI a person's leg to be thinner than it normally is, that's kind of detail.
Yeah.
That's when I knew that. I mean,
It's Cameron's
now
movie,
you
right?
see that. Yeah, that's really detailed. That's really cool. I mean, when I Googled the person, is it really in the wheelchair? Because the legs doesn't look normal. And it just, oh no, there's CGI a bit. I was like, damn,
Yeah,
that's
it's
detailed. Yeah.
pretty crazy.
In 2009 or 8 or something. Yeah, that's cool.
As a movie itself, it sort of was like, to me.
Oh, I
No,
really
but-
loved it. I really dug it. I think it was one of the greatest movies ever.
Yeah.
It's a really good
Like
movie.
the
Yeah.
story is amazing, the graphics is amazing, everything is amazing in my opinion. And that
Yeah,
movie.
take care of Mother Earth. Or
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
the Greta,
Oh, since you've been
Greta
gone, have you
Thunberg.
seen the new Top Gear, Henrik?
No,
Top Gear or Top Gun?
The Top Gun. God,
Yes,
what do you
I
think
have
of
seen
it?
the new
one-
Top Gun.
Yeah, I'm the one that haven't seen it yet, so yeah.
What do you think about it? Like, was it any good, or was it? Do you think like?
I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was a good movie with respect for the old one.
I totally agree. What do you think about the soundtrack and the soundstage and all that?
Amazing.
Everyone
It sounded
that has seen
sounded
has said
very
the same,
very
yeah.
good. And I was actually with Heidi in the cinema to watch it, and my parents was watching Hamilton, and so
In the row
so
behind.
so we were the couple that went into the cinema at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Best time.
So we were there
Fuck.
with another couple that also you could see that they were also like, okay, we got our kids out of the way, we need to go to the movies.
Yeah.
And then there was these two guys in the back, a bit
The
older,
nerds.
and one of them, he had to pee all the time. So like every 20 minutes he left and came back. And then when you know that they're doing this testing where they have to deliver the bombs and it's just crazy loud. And then it just stops. And then you could hear from the back, 81. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And this guy was sleeping and talking in his sleep. And I was just like, how can you sleep in this theater where everything is just, everything is just exploding right beside you? And he was like, 81.
I
No,
still
it-
remember the Yeah, come on, Michael.
It was a great movie. The soundtrack is amazing, and a lot of the airplane sounds are real, which is
Yep.
I highly appreciate.
Yeah, I
because-
pre-ordered it to see the Blu-ray disc. Should be arriving soon, I guess. But yeah,
But- I really think that it was with a lot of respect for the old one, and I really like that. And
Star
also,
Wars have something to
all-
learn about that. Yeah.
also the cliche thing was not in it, because you were expecting that you can be my wingman any day or whatever. But it was not in there, and that was just very, very good.
Tasteful.
Yeah, it was tasteful. I liked it.
I don't know if it was here, but did it start out weird for you too, where like Tom Cruise is sitting in the director's seat and thanking you for watching it?
Yes.
I was so freaked out about it. Like, what's going on?
I
And he's
was
sitting
like-
there with long hair and like, I'm Tom Cruise. Thank
Yeah,
you for
and-
watching our
Is it-
movie.
Thank you for watching this movie. And
It is the aftertaste.
when the movie is
It was
done,
at the
please,
beginning,
check
before it
in.
begins.
Please check in at our Scientology church down the street, and it will be amazing. Give us all your money. No, I agree. That was a bit weird.
Like, I didn't know what to make of that. It's like, is
I
this
mean,
some joke? Or is-
Marvel movies, they make the kind of behind or after the text and everything. They have some kind of
No, this
preview
is
to the next movie
like
or something.
movie, like music starts, intro, and then it goes
Yeah.
silent, and it goes to Tom Cruise's face in a director's chair in the cinema. It's like, hi, I'm Tom Cruise. Thank you for
Would be
watching this
interesting
movie."
to see if that's on the disc. You
I
could buy
hope
it.
not.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It is definitely on the disc.
Is he some kind of producer or something for the show?
Oh yeah,
I
he
think
was.
it's
He
part-
was.
yeah.
Director.
He was second producer on the movie.
Nick, your Nick, Willie says, are movies worth it after hearing them on the 90s? Can anyone bring you to enjoy that experience ever again? I'm already shaken with my setup in the sense that most cinemas are sort of like,
The
I'd
same with
rather
mine.
watch it at
20s.
home.
20s
It
are-
sounds better.
Many people, talk down on the 20s, but the 20s, and especially film and movies, they're really good. Yeah, you could appreciate some height to the music, to the sound and everything, but you don't really notice, especially my kind of small setup.
But
20s
your
are
room is
really
also
good.
perfect because there's nothing in front of them.
Exactly.
I
mean-
you literally sit perpendicular to them, like.
Yeah. So in that sense, that's kind of the reason why I haven't really been, oh, I'll have to buy 28 because still my 18s are working fine because that's the reason. But if I'm gonna replace 18s, I have to buy 28 to replace them. I will not buy new 18s for the rear. So I have 28s for the rear. You can't have 28s for rear and 20s at front. So you have to replace them also. So that's the reason I have to go full on quad.
You could hang the 20s on the ceiling.
I mean, nah. It's just you convinced me once to get to get the 17s as side speakers.
Yeah, but you're still happy with that decision, aren't you?
Yeah, but enough is enough.
No, but like for me, like if I replace these for 20s, like the 20 would be like so low over there. Like it would have a hard time even coming over the couch. It's like it's a limitation of the size more. So like
But bass and everything is just immense. Again, it's two 10-inch woofers that produce sound effects directly at you, and that 28s can reproduce that. Yes, but still you don't get the urge to get, oh, I have to get the 28s because it doesn't make that much difference in that kind of sense. So in music, in narrow mode, yes, it's a kind of a difference, but otherwise,
well, it's also your movie room. I mean, you have 5
for
everything else.
Yeah, I listen to music there too, but if you take 28 in wide mode, then you get the 28s, the kind of sound preference. Yeah, you get a little bit higher up, but when you're sitting in the sofa, same kind of different, same kind of audio level and everything. Sound kind of the same.
Yeah, but the original question, I have a hard time enjoying the cinema as it is because, like, probably in any of our houses, it sounds better than most cinemas.
I hate going to the cinemas. There is one cinema that I enjoyed going to, and it's 1.5 hours away from here. So it's the only cinema that I try to go to when I go to the cinemas, but I'd rather just stay at home and see the movie at home.
I did the exact same thing, but for me and Nathan, if you're gonna watch the movie, it has to be a big movie and it has to be kind of IMAX. But this summer,
on IMAX, where like the screen is literally like enormous, or is it because my Top Gun got an IMAX certification, but it was just a larger screen than normal, but it wasn't like enormous.
Big screen and the sound IMAX, but still, what I'm going to comment or to talk about is that I was going to do this kind of we have vacation. We're at Nathan's house or Nathan's father's house in Stockholm, and we had friends over from Nathan's cousins from London and everything. And I was like, well, everyone is doing something in this little house. So I go to the big see some kind of film at like 11 in the morning or noon, and this Thor film was on. So I was like, we can see that. It's a VIP kind of some better seats and everything, but still standard, cinema. But this the cousin's husband came along, and he was also a kind of Marvel fan, so we saw it together. The subtitles, he was English speaking, but the subtitles didn't need for it, so it's good. But yeah, you don't need IMAX, and it's perfectly good enough, but you don't. Otherwise, you get the same kind of experience at home because, not that much big difference. It's what 30 seats or something. We were 4 people in the cinema. It's like home. Same kind of audio level and everything. It's like home.
Yeah, but there's not a clarity difference generally, though, especially with B&O speakers. Like I used to have an old-fashioned 5.1 setup, and it was nice, and it was better than, I don't know, a TV could do. But B&O was... There's a clarity at any given volume level that B&O can sort of get to that most places don't. Because I had a feeling when watching Top Gun in the theater, there were points where it was so close to clipping that you could basically hear it when the jets went full power that the speakers couldn't cope with it. And I take it that like if you're the person like projecting it and you're in there and you're in your little booth, right? And you go, oh, this is amazing. A bit more volume. And it's like, it sounds probably fine in that booth, but inside it's sort of like,
It very much depends on what drivers and what kind of company provides the drivers and all that, but yeah.
Whereas 50s and 90s probably go, that's fine. You want more? Here's more.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to call it for tonight. Hope everybody enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't yet already. We'll hopefully have some good news next week and otherwise on Monday or so. Keep your eyes peeled and come join the Discord and all that. You'll probably be the first to know if you're in there somewhere. And thank you all for watching. And goodbye, Canada.
China. Yeah.
Truth is, he never loved you. Anyway,
That's right.
bye.
Blame Canada. Blame.